Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Reptile Barn. Not sure if you guys can tell, but I am up a roof. The Snowpocalypse hit. So this won't be the most reptile-focused vlog ever, but this is definitely part of reptile keeping. It's not, people are like, oh my gosh, how do you keep reptiles in Alaska? Sometimes I want to be like, how do you keep reptiles in Arizona? Like if your power goes out, do you just roast alive? What do you do for your animal? But regardless, this is what happens in Alaska occasionally. 1 week ago, it was a beautiful fall day. There was still green grass. Our ducks were still hunting bugs. It was nice out. It was cool, but not cold. And then we got, I don't know, 6 or 8 inches of snow. And winter was here. That was that. And that's fine. But we did all our shoveling and whatnot. Well, yesterday it started snowing again. We got, 10 inches yesterday. And then today it snowed 12 more. So we have been shoveling and shoveling and shoveling and shoveling and shoveling. And the power went out. We had some lines go down because it's really heavy, wet snow. The power at my house didn't go down, but the power at the barn did. So we got over there. It was rough driving through that, but we're in a Jeep with 4-wheel drive and studded tires and all that. So we got over there, plugged in the generator, everything's fine. And now I'm back at my house shoveling off our roof. So just consider this short vlog kind of an emergency preparedness, I don't know about advice, but just kind of my take on be ready for things that are likely to go wrong. In a lot of places, it's just likely that power is going to go out every once in a while. Be ready for that, whether that means a generator, a swamp cooler that you can plug into that, or a heater or whatever. If you have a fireplace, have wood on hand, have gas on hand, flashlights, somewhere to put your reptiles if they need to be moved, something to move them in. You got to think about these things before it happens. Last year, 2 years ago, we had a massive windstorm, like massive. It was nearly a hurricane, and power was out just everywhere. Tens of thousands of people, maybe hundreds of thousands of people out of power. And people were calling the reptile rescue every 30 seconds, just panicking. What do I do with my reptile? We might be out of power for days. And they were just overrun, trying to help everybody, but people were not ready. And that's not anyone's fault that there was an act of nature. But, when you keep reptiles that kind of have to stay warm no matter what, you got to think about that. So this is just my kind of reminder because this is not how we expected to spend the day, but everything has to stay warm. So we do have a big generator that can run the whole reptile barn. And that's good because we needed it. So yeah, hopefully, we've got more snow on the forecast, which is insane. We're just shattering all records for November. This is wild. I'm in Anchorage. We're not known as a super snowy part of the state, but we got slammed. I mean, I think cumulatively we've gotten 2 feet in the last week, and it's heavy. It's not just the light, fluffy, powdery stuff that's going to tamp way down over time. This is thick, dense, wet snow, and it's not very cold. So it's sort of trying to melt a little bit. It's just a nightmare. Sucks to drive in. Oh well, we'll get it taken care of. We're fine. Animals are fine. But I thought, hey, why not film a quick video up on the roof, trying to make sure it doesn't collapse. There are thousands and thousands of pounds of snow up here, and got to get some of that off. So anyway, that is all. Nothing too crazy going on with the reptiles. Just wanted to do an update and also remind everybody, all the viewers out there who keep reptiles. I know many of you don't. You just watch the channel and probably many other channels. But those of you who actually have your own reptiles, think about What are you going to transport them in? How are you going to keep them warm, but not too warm? You know, some people are like, oh, I throw in some hot hands, you know, the little hand warmers. Well, those burn really hot. So if they're in too small of a case with it, they're gonna overheat. So you got to think about these things. I know people that kept their snake like in their shirt for 3 straight days until their power came back on. So you do what you got to do, but it would be nice to be ready when these sorts of things happen, as ready as you can be. You know, a massive earthquake comes through, there's nothing you can do. It's going to smash every preparation to smithereens. But for the things that are manageable, especially things like a power outage that happen every once in a while, and you're pretty sure they're going to happen, like, have a plan, right? Think about, walk through, okay, do they need food? Do they need any sort of special enclosure? What about, like, you know, veterinary care? Is it even possible to get to the vet? So anyways, that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, we are the Reptile Barn.